Hi, this is Stephen. Welcome to the St. Barnabas Daily Devotion for Thursday, the 27th of August. Today we're reading John chapter 13, verses 12 to 20. When Jesus had washed their feet and put on his outer garments, he reclined with them again and asked, "Do you know what I have done for you? You call me teacher and Lord, and rightly so, because I am. So if I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet. I have set you an example so that you should do as I have done for you. Truly, truly, I tell you, no servant is greater than his master, nor is a messenger greater than the one who sent him. If you know these things, you will be blessed if you do them. I'm not speaking about all of you. I know whom I have chosen. But this is to fulfill the scripture. The one who shares my bread has lifted up his heel against me. I am telling you now before it happens, so that when it comes to pass you will believe that I am he. Truly, truly, I tell you, whoever receives the one I send receives me, and whoever receives me receives the one who sent me." Today's reflections are by Paul Bogg, who's part of our Bossley Park morning congregation. The other day, after my 5-year-old's bath, I told her how hard I had to scrub her feet to get them clean. She'd been walking around outside barefoot, and come bath time, her feet were filthy. She understood that it can be hard to clean your own feet. It's hard to get to them properly, and that your feet often get dirtier than any other part of you. Yesterday we heard how Jesus washed his disciples' filthy feet. Today he explains that he has set an example for them to follow. He commands them to do the same for each other. He then says something that the world doesn't understand. No servant is greater than the master. In other words, if Jesus the Master is prepared to do the lowliest acts of service, then so should his followers. I reminded my daughter of Jesus' words. He died for us to wash us clean, and we live in light of what he has done. She immediately knew what he meant, and I didn't even have to explain it. The example that he set was enough that she wanted to have a go at doing some things herself for others. This morning she got breakfast for her older sister. I'm not crying, I promise. If Jesus' example is enough for my 5-year-old to understand and put into action, it's enough for all of us. What lowly act of service will you take on in response to Jesus' example? Perhaps taking on an unseen, unrecognized work or support for someone or for the church. Perhaps reaching out to a brother or sister who you haven't seen recently to pray over them or encourage them in some way. Pray about it and serve like the great King has served us.